Hello there, Captains. Kato Genesis here, bringing you a guide to Starfield's magazines, this time going over the set of magazines known as Vanguard Space Tactics. There are 5 in the set, and this is one of the many sets of magazines where the order of pickup does not matter. They rank up like perks. So no matter what issue you pick up first, the first bonus you get will be the same. These bonuses are as follows. If you pick up 1 Vanguard Space Tactics magazine, ship missiles permanently deal 5% more damage. If you have 2 magazines, ship energy weapons permanently deal 5% more damage. If you have 3 Vanguard Space Tactics, ship particle weapons permanently deal 5% more damage. If you've picked up 4, it permanently increases ship repair speed by 5%. And if you've picked up all 5 of Vanguard Space Tactics, you permanently take 5% less damage from other ships. To find these magazines, we'll be going by order of progression, and fortunately, we're not dealing with any procedural points of interest, so this will be pretty cut and dry. Let's go get those magazines. We start with Vanguard Space Tactics 01, which is found in the mast building in New Atlantis on Jemison, the first colony you go to, and this one is lightly quest locked via Supra et Ultra, the first of the UC Vanguard quests. And in order to start it, you need only go to the mast building and talk to Commander Tuala and say you want to join the Vanguard, and then you're in. After the orientation process, you're allowed into the flight simulator, and this room is where the magazine is found. If you head straight ahead and take the stairs up to the right, you'll find a small locker room dead ahead with Vanguard Space Tactics 01 hopefully sitting on top of this counter. Next we're seeking is Vanguard Space Tactics 04, and this one is found on the Deimos Armored Transport, which is a derelict ship that is orbiting Grisham in Alpha Centauri. So if you're going in order, you don't even need to leave the system for this one. This is a ship that has artificial gravity issues, but fortunately, the magazine is not that far away if that is a bit of an annoyance for you. So once you dock with the ship and find your way inside, you need to only take the stairway or float up the stairway to the nearby office. And upon the desk, and thankfully not affected by the lack of gravity at all, is where you should find Vanguard Space Tactics 04. Next we're going for is Vanguard Space Tactics 05, and this one is found on the Sonder space station, which is orbiting Bessel 2 in the Bessel system. And if you're looking at the star map, Bessel is up from the Sol system, occupying close to the same space as the Piazzi system. Once you have docked with the Sonder space station and cleared out the spacers, you'll be looking for a workshop of sorts in here that does have a locked door in your way, which you can secure your way through, but I'll be going the long way, showing you where the key is as well. So from the entrance, once you walk a little ways out into the main walkway area where some of it is collapsed, if you hop to the walkway and go a little ways ahead, you'll notice on your left that there is a windowed room that is showing off a robot under some kind of construction. The door near this window is where we need to go. A door that has an advanced lock on it, which again, you can secure your way through, but we're going to go for the key. So if you head back across the broken spot in the walkway, you may notice down below that there is a little crawl space, or person-sized vent, that leads down into a decently sized storage room. Go through here and into the next room, and dead ahead, you'll find a key card for maintenance sitting on a stand right on top of this table here. You can then continue upstairs from here, unlock the door ahead of you with ease, head up the next flight of stairs, and you'll come out on the opposite end of that big walkway we started at. We can then go to the door to the cool robot room, and even though I use it as a point of reference, we're actually going to be walking past this room. You can loot it and look around there yourself if you want to, but the magazine is actually further in, down this narrow hallway into the mess hall that has vents on either side of it. The vent on the left will lead to the room we're after. As you emerge from the vent, at the cabinets at the back wall next to the industrial workbench is where you should find Vanguard Space Tactics 05. Next up is Vanguard Space Tactics 03, and this one is found on a vessel known as the Colander that is orbiting Schrödinger 2 in the Schrödinger system. This is a high-level star system, and if you're trying to find it on the star map, you can see it in between Cheyenne, Porima, and Crix. Even though spacers won't be here to greet you this time, it's still a bit of a windy path, so I'll try to guide you as best as I can. What you're trying to get to is the captain's quarters. That's where the magazine is, behind this circular airlock in the interior. But the ship itself is locked down and low power. So in a sci-fi cliche that we're all probably totally down for, we gotta access the mainframe. In order to do that, there are 2 floor hatches that we're going to be looking for. The first one is through the office that's near the medbay. Past the yellow caution strip, you can take the hatch down to the next level and continue onwards until we hit a T, where we will take a left and head into the first opening into this small corridor that leads to another floor hatch. and dropping down puts us right in front of the mainframe terminal. From here you can access the remote security door control and open up all the doorways that were blocking the normal walking paths. The nearby door will open up to the loading ramp that you can follow up, and the entry in front of you will lead to the stairwell, which leads right up to the floor we started in, and access to the captain's quarters should now be open. In these quarters, next to yet another active terminal, you should find Vanguard Space Tactics 03, and have a fun mystery to continue to uncover in the colander as well. Good luck! The next magazine is Vanguard Space Tactics 02, and this one is found inside of the Red Devils HQ, inside the abandoned mine that is directly west of Cydonia on Mars in the Sol system. That is a lot of locations that I threw at you, but thankfully the game will show you right where it is too, because this is the most quest locked of the magazines we'll be going for as well, for the Delivering Devils quest for the UC Vanguard. We're basically going to reboot the Red Devils. During or after the Delivering Devils quest, you'll also gain access to the research facility lift, which is a much quicker way to get down into Red Devils HQ. So we'll be referencing that entrance instead of the whole process of going through the abandoned mine, because you'll probably know it when you see it. And it's straightforward from here too. From the lift entrance, just go straight ahead and take the stairs at the end down, and right across from the wall of half-working screens is a gray table that should be holding Vanguard Space Tactics 02. So did you find any of these locations prior, and what do you think about the Vanguard questline, which this is clearly tied to? Please leave a comment. If you're looking for all of the Starfield magazines, in which case, why would you do that to yourself? But if you like punishment, I got you covered there too. You can find links to those in the description, as well as the playlist here that includes a tips and tricks as well. If you found this entertaining, useful, or both, please do whatever you see fit to show that. Among the ways you can is by supporting on Patreon, like the victorious Vanguards on screen now, including Wasteland Legends, Sven, and Rose. Thank you so very much for watching. I'm Kato Genesis, and I hope to see you among the stars.